Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about a recent decision taken by the government of India to introduce a motion in Lok Sabha in the monsoon season that is going to start in after 2 days, where the government will try to seek removal of Justice Varma, who is currently a judge in the Allahabad High Court, and also Congress, the opposition party, the major opposition party of India, seems to be on board as well. To give the context of this particular topic, Lok Sabha is likely going to take up motion to remove Justice Yashwant Varma in the first week of the monsoon session beginning July 21st. Justice Varma currently is a judge at the Allahabad High Court. He has not resigned even after a want of cash, a huge chunk, as you can see from this particular video, huge amount of the cash was found in his official residence when firefighters and police went to tackle the fire as such. Justice Varma currently still is enjoying the position of judgeship at the Allahabad High Court, though by a committee that was set up by the Chief Justice of India, and the committee that we can say was set up under the Supreme Court, it has indicted clearly him and has found him guilty of having unverified incomes and unverified sources of cash as such. Now, as far as the government and union government stand is concerned, it has clearly stated by the Minister Kiran Rijiju, he has clearly stated, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, that we want to arrive at a consensus. Government do not want to do it just by itself. It want to arrive at consensus. It want to take into conference all the major political parties, opposition parties, before moving the motion for removal, because there is a need of unified stand on this particular matter. Now, again, a senior Congress leader, Jayanagara, also has lent support to this motion, and he has stated that his party, his MPs are willing to sign on the motion and it can be introduced. Now, before understanding why and how judges are removed in the India and what is the entire procedure right from parliament to court to president, I want to bring your attention to the fact that at Legacy IAS Academy we are going to soon launch new batches. Batches are going to start on 9th and 11th of August. This will be both weekday and weekend batches for aspirants who want to prepare full time, as well as those who want to prepare for civil service examination along with their jobs and all. Now, in this particular batch, the main features, if we try to understand, is we will ensure comprehensive coverage of all GS paper, which is very vital in writing mains examination and clearing it, not just clearing it, but clearing it with good marks. Second, we also ensure 1:1 mentorship and the doubt solving session. We have regular interactions educator. We ensure regular interactions educator, and to ensure that this interaction is to maximum extent, we have a strict policy of maximum 40 students per batch. We also believe that the preparation of UPSC examination, civil services examination particularly, cannot be done in a silo or fragmented manner. It should be done in an integrated manner, and that is where daily mains answer writing practice right from the beginning becomes very vital as such. We also have test series both for prelims and mains, so students can evaluate themselves. Student can understand where do they stand in the preparation and the stages of preparation, and based on the feedback they can improve and improvise the preparation. Also, as UPSC focuses both on the static parts and static concepts as well as current affairs, we have 360-degree current affairs, this coverage of current affairs as well. If you want to know more about this particular program, the features of the batches and everything, you can click the link in the description box of this particular video as such. Now, if you try to look at the constitutional provision for the removal of judges, the Article 124 of the Constitution is something that deals with both the appointment of judges and the removal of judges. And it clearly states that, first of all, if a judge has to be removed, if he has to be impeached, MPs of either house, that is Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha, need to move a motion for the impeachment of the judge as such. Now, as far as the Lok Sabha is concerned, minimum 100 MPs have to move the motion. Similarly, if Rajya Sabha is concerned, minimum 50 MPs have to sign on this is what I can say, introducing the motion in the house as such. Now, after this, if the motion is moved, there will be a setting up of a 3-member committee by the Speaker of the House. It is the Speaker who has to decide whether he would accept the motion or not. If a speaker accept the motion, then he can set up a 3-member committee under the Judges Inquiry Act of 1968, and this committee will be a fact-finding committee. This committee will be a parliamentary committee that will determine whether the judge is guilty of the crime or not, and based on that, it will submit its report. Now, let us suppose that the committee under the Judges Inquiry Act find the judge to be guilty of the proved misbehavior or incapacity. In that case, report will be adopted by the House, the same House in which motion was introduced. If it is Lok Sabha, then Lok Sabha. If it is Rajya Sabha, then Rajya Sabha. Based on that, the removal of judge is debated on the House. The report submitted by the committee will be debated by debated by the House, and after that, if judge is found to be guilty by the House also of two things. One is the proved misbehavior. For example, being corrupt is obviously an example of proved misbehavior, or incapacity. It can be mental incapacity as well as physical incapacity. That means the judge is not able to render its duty. In both of these cases, then a voting is to be done in the parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, and both the houses should then pass this motion by a special majority of the total membership of the House, and also at the same time it has to be ensured that at least 2/3 of the members of the House present and voting should vote in favor of removal of the judges and such. Now also it is very interesting to ensure that there is a proper separation of power, that judiciary is not influenced or do not have any kind of undue influence through the government executive or through the parliament. They cannot, members of parliament are not allowed to discuss the conduct of judges or misconduct of judges except whenever there is a removal motion introduced in parliament. So constitution prohibits the legislature from discussing allegations, even allegations of misconduct, except under the circumstances of removal motion, and that is what the government is trying to do here, the parties are trying to do here, introduce a removal motion, and then the conduct of judge can be debated here. Now also interestingly, to ensure that the judiciary, it is a very, very important credible institution of India. It is the last resort for any citizens when he feels or she feels that justice has been denied or delayed to him, they can approach the judicial institutions as such. So impartiality of judiciary is a cornerstone of any well-functioning democracy. So to give judges who are facing serious allegations, such as in this particular case, a window to take voluntary retirement, also it will spare themselves and the judicial institutions of public embarrassment of an impeachment. There is an in-house procedure as well. Now, what is this in-house procedure? For example, if we try to look at the Supreme Court under the last Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna, has constituted a committee. Now, this committee has confirmed that unaccounted cash was found at Justice Varma's official residence, and the committee also had advised Justice Varma to resign so that impeachment has not to be done. But Justice Varma has clearly stated that the in-house committee is unconstitutional in nature. In-house committee is something that is going against the Article 124 of Constitution, and that is why he has decided not to resign from his post of judgeship. And then the report was forwarded by the Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna, to the Prime Minister of India and the President of India when Justice Varma refused to resign as such. So basically what we can understand that obviously, if you look at the procedure for the removal of the judge, obviously one procedure is through impeachment. Impeachment has to be done in the parliament. You have to have a parliamentary proceeding in the case, and before that also you have the in-house procedure. Now, under the in-house procedure, obviously the fact-finding committee constituted by Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna, it was a 3-member committee, has found Justice Varma to be guilty. But now, because Justice Varma has refused to resign from his post, there was no other option. And this has been also confirmed by Jairam Ramesh, senior Congress leader as well, that it is Congress party and any other opposition party is now, they do not have any other kind of option rather than to introduce this motion, because already Justice Varma has refused to resign and Chief Justice of India had forwarded the report to President and Prime Minister as such. So what we can understand also from this entire discussion, by looking at the statement coming from the ministers and the especially Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, it seems that the government is exploring ways to complete the removal process in the monsoon session itself. So if the impeachment motion is passed by the houses of parliament, both Raj Sabha and Lok Sabha, in that case, then it is further sent to the President of India, and then finally it is the President of India who can remove the judge, and then that is the last and ultimate decision as such, or final decision as such. So this is the entire process. Now we have to wait and watch and see. Monsoon session is going to start very soon, just after 2 days. So how this entire proceeding takes place, we have to wait, watch and see. But it seems that maybe Justice Varma will not have any other option but to be impeached, as he had decided not to resign as such. That is all about this particular video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, as well as subscribe to our channel for more such helpful content. Thank you.